Okay, I'm bored in a house and I'm in a house bored.
"2020 lore, a Gen Z staple. The year that we're all going to be telling our children about eventually one day. Oh, you think your life is hard? Well,
I had to go to high school during a global pandemic. We had to stay in our rooms and see none of our friends for at least 2 weeks.
some of us didn't even get a prom. While it was happening, I swear to God, 2020 felt like the longest year ever. I swear to God, 2020 felt like it was 3 years long. March 2020 was at least 6 months. But now, and I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, 2020 was 5 years ago. That's half a decade ago. Some of us have already had children that are now in kinder-ass garden since the pandemic. Oh my God, not me romanticizing the renegade in my bedroom amidst a global catastrophe. I'm sad I'm an unk now. We're all unks now. I miss the days when everyone over the age of 18 wasn't considered to be pushing 30. You could be freshly 20 years old today in 2025 and somebody's 16-year-old son with a low taper fade will still call you pushing 30. But anyways, 2020 was not just a year, nor was it a time. 2020 was a whole ass aesthetic. The year of cringy TikTok dances, some may say. Although I personally feel like it was TikTok's prime. Kidcore, whipped coffees, blush on our noses, Say So by Doja Cat. And honestly, I feel like it was the closest world peace that we ever got, at least for a little bit. So today, on this fine day, we're gonna be talking about 2020 aesthetic. Way back in the day, when just the word aesthetic was somehow its own aesthetic. Back in the day, back in our day. Hi y'all, it's ELIANAM and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about pop culture, trending topics, and whatever TikTok mess comes across our For You pages. And if you have a topic that you want me to cover, drop a comment down below or feel free to DM me directly at my Instagram, Mari4Eliana. A lot of times they actually do make it out the group chat, which is probably why we're all here today. So there's one thing I want to address before we get started. Yes, this is a vintage Y2K Hollister hoodie with a fur hood. Fear me. I made it myself. Y'all be selling these for hundreds of dollars on Depop. What the actual I remember that my mom bought me these when I was literally in middle school and I threw it out because I thought, there's no way that these are ever gonna come back in style again. And also I ruined the fur by putting it in the dryer by accident. Oops. But now that they're back in style for winter, I have been obsessed with 2000s Y2K vintage Hollister Abercrombie and Aeropostale hoodies with the fur hood, it has to have the fur hood. But y'all be finding them and y'all will be upselling them. My hack is that the ones without the fur are literally sold for like 15 bucks. So I got this from a garage sale from some woman on Marketplace and I sewed my own hood on it. And I wanted to tell y'all my hack and share my hack with you because I feel like y'all might want the same thing. Is it not the cutest though? Okay, I'm done. So that's the only thing that I wanted to address, so let's just jump right into the video now. All right, so 2020 was a very controversial year. So there were two distinct sides to the year 2020. The first one, obviously, being the global pandemic, which was, don't get me wrong, awful and affected every single human being on this earth in some way. Even if you were not directly affected, you were at least like quarantined or you knew somebody who was affected. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. Awful, horrible, do not miss that. Am not romanticizing a global pandemic or any of the tragedies that happened in 2020. That's ridiculous. That's sociopathic. So, don't get your knickers in a twist. I don't think anyone here is romanticizing the virus when we talk about how much we miss 2020. Don't worry. The other side of 2020, which is what we're going to be talking about today, is millions of teens and preteens who just downloaded TikTok, allowed to stay home every day, all day, and do almost no real online work, binge watch every episode of The Tiger King, learn every Hype House TikTok dance, and for some reason, dressed like we were 7 years old again, that just discovered Claro and the magic of owning every record on vinyl, or shaved our eyebrows like a mini Doja Cat, or gave goth girl, emo, e-girl with the winged eyeliner and a stack of chains from Shein while wearing pink butterfly clips. There was a lot going on, y'all. A lot that we need to unpack. So let's start by unpacking some of the main aesthetics. But to do that, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. 2020 TikTok. And for this, y'all, I have a special treat. I got into my, what's the fake word for a TikTok? Because I know Insta, you have Finsta. Do y'all have spam? I got into my TikTok spam account that I created in 2020, where I used to post my emo grunge girl 2020 TikToks. But I also found like literally 2,000 saved videos from the year 2020 that I saved to a bunch of different playlists that I would love to share with y'all today. Some of them being like viral trends that y'all might remember, viral music, viral dances, viral people that y'all will probably remember. An entire time capsule of my life and probably everyone else's lives on TikTok in 2020 that I'm going to be sharing with y'all today. So that will hopefully be like a really nice stroll down memory lane for nostalgia if we ever knew it. And of course, to accompany us today, I have my trusty jumbo whipped coffee here. I highly encourage y'all to grab your whipped coffee too to get in the mood of 2020. Feel free to pause this video while you make yourself a whipped coffee. Here's the recipe right here for y'all on screen.
Here's how to make that famous whipped coffee at home. Start by adding 2 tablespoons of instant coffee to a bowl. Then 2 tablespoons of sugar, white or brown will all work. Then you want to add 2 tablespoons of boiling hot water to the bowl. Then you're going to start whisking. We used a hand whisk for this. If you have an electric mixer, the process will be a lot quicker. Just set it to low and let it do the work. Then you're going to want to add some ice to a cup with some almond milk and put the cream on top. It is delicious. And now you want to just mix it up and enjoy.
So let's go over 2020 TikTok real quick. So TikTok has been a thing since 2018, but if you downloaded it before 2020, it was like considered really embarrassing. Like it wasn't cool until 2020 when everyone downloaded it for the pandemic because everyone was bored. That shit was too embarrassing for me, hell nah. But after TikTok blew up in 2020, a lot of people started going viral for little to no reason and just like out of nowhere. Some of these people that went absolutely massively viral, like hundreds of millions of views viral, that y'all might remember include viral lip sync M to the B girl Bella Pawark. You know what's so crazy is she looks 13 here, but she was 23 years old at the time. And I remember like looking her up thinking that she was like my age or younger. And I was like, oh my God, this bitch has completed a whole last 4-year term in the US military. I mean, good on her though. Mad respect. Mad respect. I hope these jeans find me. I hope I never age like her. The Hype House. The Hype House was a TikTok house consisting of Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, Lil Huddy, a bunch of other people that I already did like this big deep dive on. If y'all are interested in it, then click on my video titled, Why Are All the Hype House Members Literally in Jail? What the fuck? This was pretty much like the it group of 2020 TikTok. And all they did was dance together or lip sync audios together every single day, 14 times a day, for about 3 years straight. You know what? Come to think of it, this was actually like the dawn of the TikTok creator content house. For some reason, like so many TikTok creator content houses just spawned out of nowhere. Like within like 6 months of the pandemic happening and everyone downloading the app, suddenly we had like TikTok celebrities. And they all lived together and they all had houses and they all had reality TV shows. There was also this Sway House with Bryce Hall and a bunch of other guys that I forget their names. I actually did another video on them too, if y'all want to check out what the fuck was the Sway House. I'm gonna try to keep their original audios so that we can reminisce about the dances, because what are the dances if you don't have the songs, you know? But I'm gonna try to use like a voice filter or something, like something to kind of skew the song so that hopefully I don't get copyrighted. But if I get copyrighted, then you'll probably just hear some random background music so that they're not just dancing in silence. Wait, no, that would be kind of funny. All right, let's go through some of my saved videos together.
Fuck my 9 to 5. Fuck my 9 to 5.
When have y'all ever, are y'all even old enough to work at McDonald's here? Okay, he put 6 and 10. Oh my God. When every single TikTok in 2020 had this same filter, y'all, that made like the blues look blue and the brown look even more brown.
What is this?
Move up!
Wow.
Put some more!
Don't be shy, put some more.
Put some more, mother.
I miss that trend back in the day. Don't be shy, put some more. Don't be shy, put some more. Oh my god, I forgot about that trend. I forgot. That was like such a big thing too in 2020. Don't be shy, put some more. And then he became a predator. How did we not see the signs?
I'm moving too fast. Not the only days. Bitch, I'm on your ass. Why is everything chrome?
Oh, here we go. Okay, this is the infamous Disneyland video. I remember this because this went super viral. Oh my god! What kind of dance is that? Okay, low-key, I think I'm just a Lopez hater. I think I just like hating on everything that Tony and Andres Lopez do. I'm sorry. Wow, y'all, we were so cringe, but we just really didn't care. And then we hyped them up. Oh my god, and here's the POV that went viral. Okay, so somebody in the audience at Disneyland saw them filming these exact TikToks and filmed them while they're filming it. So now we can see the reality of being a famous TikToker in 2020, y'all. Everyone's just standing there. Is that James Charles? Of course James Charles would be hanging out with a bunch of 15-year-olds.
Like, no big deal. Like, suck and like, I'm just like, oh my god. Time and place.
I remember at this time TikTok had like no effects or filters, so everyone just used the same sparkle filter on everything. Like so much that I think we like literally tuned it out. Like everything had sparkles on it and we just like weren't even aware. And the one that makes your voice really unnecessarily shaky. And whether or not your For You page saw this type of content, like the Hype House content that we just saw, or emo, e-girl, kidcore, lip sync, POV cosplay, baddie side of TikTok, entirely depended on which side of TikTok you were on. And apparently everyone thought that there was only two sides of TikTok, and everyone named them straight TikTok and alt TikTok.
Wait, are you like alt TikTok? I'm getting that vibe from you. I'm like straight TikTok.
I think Noah Beck and Bryce Hall are the hottest things right now.
Apparently straight TikTok was for the Bryce Hall stans, while alt TikTok was for the
Emos that had like colored hair and wore winged eyeliner.
not people actually believing that TikTok only had two ass sides to it, and not people actually believing that it was straight people versus everyone else in the world. So anything that isn't straight is alt. Okay, so straight people can't have style. Okay, well, maybe the second one might be true. Just kidding. So like I said, people pretty much just use TikTok for TikTok dances or like entertaining skits or lip sync videos. So here are some of the top viral TikToks and just trends in general, and just like TikToks that I think really showcases the 2020 aesthetic, you know, because why tell y'all when I could show y'all? You're not fat, just suck your tongue. Here's that filter again. Whoa, hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the motherfucking phone here for 1 single second. Is this the dawn of mewing? Are we watching the dawn of mewing, the invention of mewing right now? This video has 48 million views. I think we're watching the dawn of mewing, invented by a woman. Obviously, the best things always are. Oh my god, it's sunny. It's never sunny in Vancouver. What a treat. Oh my god, this makeup look was absolutely fucking feral. Not me desperately trying to recreate this, knowing damn well that I was a solid 4 and appeared nothing like this woman here. I literally put on eyeliner and convinced myself you could not unconvince me for 1 second that me and this girl were twins. Twinning. Hey twin. Ew, this picture of me would make small children cry.
I like cashing my hair to my ass. Do the
This
dash,
trend
can
got
you make it
revived
go back?
actually earlier this year. Everyone ate. Like this girl obviously ate too, but sister, this is nowhere near what a mugshot looks like. Oh my god, the way that people would draw on whole ass scars and tattoos and then just take a photo in front of a white wall and pose and then call it a mugshot. Y'all are good kids from the suburbs. Y'all don't know nothing about mugshots. Simpler times. When we were telling people to pack it up and calling them CEO of something. Oh, and of course, lest we forget, the really weird wave of these cringe POVs. Before POV skits were actually funny and relatable on TikTok, we had 2020 POV skit talk. Hashtag actor, hashtag acting, hashtag casting director, hashtag aspiring actor. POV, you can read everyone's minds in class. Unintentional mind reader. Dog, please put me down. I wish she would just look at me. Whoa. Oh, so the POV, okay. Mr. James, I think you made a mistake. Oh, sorry, I'll fix it. I wish you wore tighter shirts all the time so teaching would be more exciting. Oh, man. Oh. So how do I break into this window? Oh, wow. Okay, so here's the part 2. POV, you catch your teacher trying to break into your house while being an intentional mind reader, knowing that he has a crush on you. Ew, what kind of fantasies y'all be having? Hey, Mr. James, were you in the neighborhood last night? No, why? No reason. I guess I need to be more quiet then. Y'all, I think Mr. James tried to break into my house last night. How do you know? Well, I can mind read. Oh, cool. Liar! So dramatic. I can't wait to get off work so I can see my date. Hey, Madison, I need you to stay after to do something. I need you to fill out this form. For what? The, field trip. Okay? I just need her to fill out for her address. Ew! Y'all be having fantasies about y'all's teacher and making TikTok POVs out of it in 2020 at home. I cannot relate to that. That is beyond me. I cannot relate to that. I cannot say that I've shared that experience. Oh my god, we were really not afraid to post anything into a POV on TikTok. Mom, I think Mr. James. Knock on the door. Who's that? You should know him as Mr. James. Part 3. Should we watch part 3 or no? No, I don't want to watch part 3 because I feel like it's like 15 parts to a story. I guess we'll just have to leave it on a cliffhanger. Oh, what is this? KSSO. POV. This is your first business with a criminal, and you totally catch feelings. I passed away. Y'all have me deceased. Just kidding, I'm revived again. The whipped coffee revived me. Okay, this is what I was talking about when I said lip sync videos, because back in the day, they weren't thirst traps back then. Nope. I think low-key, we thought that if we were expressive enough and we posted enough lip sync POV videos, that, you know, one day, maybe a big shot Hollywood casting director would stumble upon our TikTok video and think that we're such a talented, good actor, and we should be cast and signed immediately to get our big break, because the world needs more cosplay POVs. This was also the year that the music industry had figured out how to infiltrate our minds and filled TikTok with a lot of songs that were just like blowing up out of nowhere because they had like these viral dance challenges to them. Some of these dance challenges that I know y'all will remember include Say So, Like That, and of course Juicy by Doja Cat. Also Blueberry Faygo by Lil Mosey, which had like everyone 2020 core in the music video. Savage by Meg Thee Stallion. Don't ask me to do these, by the way. I do not remember them. For the life of me, I don't. I only remember. That's all I know. I know we're fucked up, I'm just a loser. 3435 by Miss Ariana Grande that had this really cool like floor dance to it. Toosie Slide by Drake. Right foot, left foot, slide. WAP by Cardi B. And I don't know if y'all will remember these. These were one-hit wonders pretty much, but Vibe by Cookie Kawaii. Super Lonely by Beni. They Call Me Tiago by Tiags. Three Musketeers by Poppy Cocaine. I feel like we have to listen to one of these together. I hope I don't sound like an old ass woman who farts dust, but this is the worst music that I've ever heard with my own two ears. How in the world were our asses thrown it back to this song?
Hey, tell us, Freddie, come here.
I know I obviously can't play these songs or I will be bankrupted by record labels, but if I could use one image to describe what the music sounded like, it would be this picture. This sparkly purple butterfly picture is pretty much how all music sounded in 2020 to me. Music to my ears, except for this Poppy Cocaine one. You know what? Actually, take it back. Even the poppy cocaine music I thought sounded like this picture. Let's move on now to the 2020 aesthetic. Y'all, the most trendy aesthetics of the 2020. Oh my god, I don't know why I have the strongest nostalgia for this year, y'all. But there, and I remember this so clearly, we're like three main trendy aesthetics in 2020. So number one, obviously, if you go on TikTok and you search 2020 aesthetic, you will still to this day see videos and compilations of, and this is called Kidcore. And Kidcore, it's kind of got like a dopey name to it, Kidcore. But everyone was wearing bright pastel colors, hair clips, barrettes, or like colored bandanas or colored headbands, hairbands. And all of these hair clips were worn at the same time, and usually they were all different colors if you were cool. And all different sizes too, including the iconic butterfly hair clips. All of the cutesy little like bows and trinkets and hair clips that your mom would put in your hair when you were like in kindergarten and grade 1, those all came back into style. Thrifted, oversized outfits. In some cases, overalls. I don't know like how many schools this made its popularity to, but I remember overalls were like a thing for a little bit. I think it was just inspired by Clairo. I think this entire aesthetic and this whole movement was just literally inspired by Clairo. Who can blame her? I'm still inspired by Clairo. Butterflies, sunflowers, skateboarding, oversized t-shirts, pixie cuts. If you lived near a Dollar General, or in Canada, Michael's craft store, or in the USA, a Hobby Lobby, you could buy a huge pack of these bright beads, like the ones with the letters on them, so that you could make words and make your own necklace stack, bracelet stack, and even decorate your own shoelaces if you had a beat up pair of Air Force Ones. Which reminds me, people were also using this as an excuse to paint their Air Force Ones. I painted my Air Force Ones pink, but I didn't know how to do it correctly, so the paint all washed off. Blush on our noses, fake freckles, gummy bear earrings, and gummy bear necklaces, gummy bear jewelry in general. And like this really staple outfit of Kidcore was wearing like a bright green or pink crop top with an oversized zip-up hoodie, zipped all the way down, and baggy mom jeans that were sometimes high-waisted, and then a beat-up pair of AF1s, and then as many hair clips as you could possibly fit on your hair, and one tote bag that had one cute little quote on it, or at least one of the three, a butterfly, rainbow, or sunflower, and some patches. Actually, you know what, come to think of it, I feel like this was pretty much just like your run-of-the-mill soft girl indie kid that collects vinyl records, but like on mushrooms, because they're always wearing bright neon colors and as much color as they possibly can. The second main aesthetic was e-girl, or like 2020 goth, which the real goths made sure that we all knew that this is not real goth. Which, you know, it wasn't, because 2020 e-girl goth is pretty much just like wearing all black with some striped tights or a striped long sleeve shirt, or striped arm warmers, striped leg warmers, and a lot of eyeliner. Maybe some pink or blue eyeshadow to go along with it. Colored hair with either a wolf cut or micro bangs or blunt bangs. A stack of chokers from Shein that looks like a dog collar. Piercings, usually done at home by yourself, DIY'd. That one particular lipstick technique that has been lost in time for ages, where you like draw your lips out to here and you like make it look like you're like smiling, like the Joker smile, like you draw your top upper lip like way longer and it elongates your mouth, like a character from like, I don't know, Horton Hears a Who, or like a cartoon, like Shigo. Oh my god, like Shigo lips. Black ballerina skirts, but paired with a baggy, oversized shirt. Okay, wait, as I'm looking through this,
why is this low-key like the worst year for fashion? Why was this actually the worst year for fashion in all of existence?
all of my fits from 2020 have been hands down the worst fits that I've ever worn in my entire life. 2021 though was lethal. 2021 was the year of like self-expression. I think 2021 to now is way better for fashion than 2020 was. But of course, the thrift stores ruined it by tripling their prices when having your own personal style through secondhand clothing and reworked clothing became a trend rather than mass consumerism to the corporations. Ugh, Value Village sucks now. You know what? I'm glad that I used to steal from you, Value Village, because you deserve to be stolen from. Just kidding. Please don't steal. Anyways, the final aesthetic of 2020 was pretty much just having like no aesthetic at all. And this was what people considered straight person TikTok. Don't get mad at me. That is literally what they called themselves. That is what they named themselves. Straight people of TikTok. I had nothing to do with that. I have no part in that. You kind of participated in like micro trends of 2020, like chokers or Converse or joggers, stacks of like goth necklaces with a regular outfit from like H&M, money pieces in your hair, which was very popular in 2020. I also had money pieces in my hair
And it melted my hair off.
because I did it at home because we were in a pandemic. But that was very popular. I remember Charli D'Amelio had pink money pieces in her hair, and that for a while was a huge trend to have pink or blue money pieces in your hair. Also, what was happening over on Straight Person TikTok was like the new 12-step skincare routines where clean girl aesthetic was just being born. Basically just like because people were staying at home, everyone was doing the skincare, and a lot of skincare influencers got really, really popular, like skincare by Hiram. Oh my god, I remember over 2020 was the first time that I had heard of The Ordinary, the skincare brand The Ordinary, and for a while The Ordinary was popping the off. Like everyone was using stuff by The Ordinary, even though like it's not actually that good. It's okay, but it's not like you know, you pay for what you get, you know what I mean? And it's like $8. I still like some of their stuff though. The hyaluronic acid and like the chemical peel hits. I know there was a global pandemic, obviously, but 2020 honestly, Toronto, yo, word, you left your moms in the hood? Sorry. I know there was a global pandemic, but I feel like 2020 was literally the closest to world peace that we will ever see in our lives. Cause for 2 weeks, and 2 weeks only, the whole world was able to agree on one thing. Every single country, y'all, every human being in the whole world was at the exact same stage in life. Like there wasn't any fear of like this weird competition. We were all collectively at home doing nothing, except for the frontline and essential workers, obviously, who were the backbone of America in the whole world. Love you, frontline workers. Nothing but respect for the frontline workers of 2020, obviously. But the rest of us were just at home doing nothing. When I think back to 2020, I think about waking up at 11 a.m. My family's home, someone's making lunch in the middle of the day, my dog is happy because I'm there hanging out with him. The birds were chirping, the sun was shining. The environment was like, it felt a lot better. The air felt a lot better. And like I said, there was like no anxiety. Like I didn't have like FOMO, you know, that I normally would for staying at home, like that we normally would get from staying at home on a weekend while like everyone else is out doing something fun and you get FOMO, you know that? There was no FOMO because we were in the exact same spot. The world just felt peaceful and quiet for 2 weeks. It's kind of weird that a time with so much restriction can feel so free, you know? Until all hell broke loose, like literally a month later, and everyone became chaotic, and we don't talk about that because that makes me depressed. But for the first 2 weeks, it was good. For the first 2 weeks, it was peaceful. Peace on earth. Heaven on earth, I would say. All right, y'all, if you made it to the end of this video, comment your favorite 2020 TikTok trend that y'all remember down below so I know y'all are OGs and made it all the way to the end of the video. And drop recommendations for topics down below. What do you want to see next? If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to go ahead and boop the subscribe button because I post new videos just like this one every Friday or Sunday morning. But that is enough from me, y'all. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next one.